Ah, no hagas eso.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm very good.
Your name is Andres?
Yes, my name is Andres. I'm from Peru.
Peru. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too,
Nice
Ivan.
to see you in this beautiful mountain.
Yeah, Shasta is amazing.
Are you excited to be here?
Yes, I am. This is actually my second spiritual retreat. The first one was in Marcahuasi back in Peru. It was amazing.
What happened? Why you have this interest, or it's more of interest?
I got this really deep interest in this stuff since I was a teenager actually. And I started researching and investigating by myself, about all these topics and energy, frequencies, aura, extraterrestrials, contact, and etc. 4 years ago, maybe. And since then, I just kept reading, reading, and then now I finally said, it's good enough reading. Now I'm gonna go, experience it by myself. So my first retreat was in Marcahuasi, which is in Peru. This is a mountain, a sacred mountain, really full of a lot of energy, and it's above 4,200 meters, above sea level. And it was a beautiful experience, we went there with a group. And my guide, she her name was Daniela Wamani, which is an amazing person. She guided us there, and on actually the first night, we went up there with just 4 people, and then we had an amazing, not actually contact experience, but we did see some very very nice lights and movements, on the sky. It was very beautiful. And then just as probably a lot of people in here, I just got the feeling, that I got to be sometime at Mount Shasta. And I was just scrolling down my Facebook one day, and then I saw the ad from Ricardo Gonzalez, and I said, I gotta go there. And then my dad tagged along, and we're here, and it's amazing to be here.
Have you seen something paranormal?
Oh yeah, well, actually, I'm not the type of person that had a lot of experiences. I know a lot of people. I have researched many things about this, but by myself, the only thing that I have seen by myself was this experience in Marcahuasi, where there were lights, a lot of lights. We just to tell you a little bit about the story, we were not supposed to go up there, that night. Actually, in a sacred mountain, you first have to have you must first do an offering, to pay respect, to the spirits of the mountain, and we didn't. And the local guide, spiritual guide of the town was sleeping, but my guide told us, me and 3 other people, do you guys want to go there? And we said, yeah, let's go. And we had this ever since we stepped out of the tent, in every step, because it's just like a 20-minute hike, up there in the mountain. We had a lot of synchronicities, something like this. We saw some animals that were actually kind of blocking our path. We first saw these 2 donkeys, wild donkeys, that were actually not that much of a animal behavior. They were much more kind of guardians, And the guide, said, yeah, it's not like they are blocking us, but it's they are checking if we're, spiritually grown enough, to be here, right? At the end, we were allowed to be there. We did a little meditation, and then as soon as we enter, through this little arc that is up there in the up in the mountain, we came to a little lake, which is up there in the mountain of Marcahuasi. We did a meditation session too, and after 20 minutes or something, it was 8 p.m. 9 p.m. there was no one else, there. It was just our group, I think like a couple of other campers, down there in the base camp. But we start seeing, like it looked like a star, which was like growing in brightness, like every minute it was growing and growing and growing, and at the end it was like really, really bright, just like a bulb, right? And after like 10 minutes or something that we were discussing about the subject, and we were very excited because for three of us it was like the first time that we ever saw something, right? And then like these lights, far away, started to like blink with different colors of light, like blue, yellow, golden, green, violet, and white, what have you. And we looked up, and there were so many of them. I mean, like we counted at least 15 of them, and it's not like Ricardo said, today there's a difference between a satellite light, and obviously like a UFO phenomenon, right? Like the acceleration of some of them, right, were so different from the satellites, right? Yes, and the frequency. Yes, like the flicker, right? And there was like one which was kind of like a golden color or something, which was traveling at a steady pace, right? Like really slow, and then like stopped, and then like accelerated, like really, really, really fast. And then at the same time, like in another place of the sky, there was one which was like violet that started doing some curves or something, right? That's not a common pattern, of satellite lights, right? So we were very excited. We hugged each other, because of the excitement that we were actually experiencing this, right?
Do you have any idea why they're here? Coming?
Why the extraterrestrials? You mean? I think they have a plan, an agenda, right? Which is actually a good one, right? I think there is, as in every part of the universe, there's also good and evil, but in this part of this galaxy, I believe I have studied that, and I believe it, that it's more like in a scale from 1 to 10, there's like 9 good guys and like just one bad, right? They are here to help us, right? They are here to help us grow, in consciousness, in spirituality. They want to help us achieve, this high state of consciousness, to vibrate, more and more higher and higher, right? At the end, as you well know, and like everybody else in here know, when you vibrate, in high frequency, you become a better person. You become, like a spiritually more grown, right? And I think that's why they're here. They are trying to make contact with us. They have been doing that for thousands of years. But if they do this, nowadays, it's just to help us be better, but better people. I think that.
Interesting. Okay, if they're here to help us, why they not show up?
Right, like.
They show up, but for individuals, not
true.
And the public.
Right. Well, actually, there's just to divide like this question, this answer that I'm gonna give, like divided into parts. First, even like in this group that we are here in this retreat, right? You can see something, right? They can present themselves, like to you and me, or I don't know, my father, or anybody else in here, and we might see like different stuff, right? Because we're different, like we vibrate like in a different frequency. So even if we still have the same stimulus, we will not see the same thing, right? Maybe I can see, I don't know, like a square that is glowing and is yellow, and like the guy from there would see like a sphere that is blue and it's something else, right? Even though it is the same thing, the same being probably, right? We might see something different, right? And that's the first part, right? And even if they show themselves, we might not see the same thing. But even if they show themselves to everybody, right, they might not understand it like the same way that you or me would, right? We are a little bit more, right, prepared than probably most of the people in the world, right? We know stuff. We will not freak out whenever they come, whenever they show themselves in some really different form or appearances, right? Probably if they show themselves, I don't know, like to some really religious people, you know, that go to church, right? They would probably freak out, right? They will probably be scared, or you know, like be saying that that is not what they have taught them, right? About religion, about spirituality and stuff. So I am sure that they don't show themselves like now openly to the public because probably a lot of us, you know, like in the world, are just not ready, you know, not ready enough yet, I think. That's why.
So you're from Peru. I've been twice there. I know that you have a lot of, I mean, very, very, very old historical
True.
Places, spots, like Paraguay, you already talked about this, also Cusco, also Chilca, the desert, have been there also, Titicaca, Aramumuro.
Right.
It's a lot of interesting spots with, and why, what do you think, why in these extraterrestrials, and UFOs, the activities is much more in Peru than any other sites of the world?
Well, I actually like just I know about the UFO activity that is shown in Peru. Like I haven't experienced it myself, you know, personally, because I have lots of work to do, and like this is one of the few times that I'm experiencing this type of retreat. But I believe, I'm not sure about this, but from what I have studied, I believe that it depends actually like on the places where there is more of the more energy, right? This intricate, you know, like a system of energetic lines, you know, that go throughout the whole world, and sometimes they have a conjunction in some places, and sometimes there is. That place is where there is more energy, and usually people, you know, back in the days, like ancient times, they used to build temples and they used to worship gods, you know, there, because they knew that place was more energetic than others. So I think like Peru is a very energetic place. Like Cusco is like very, very energetic. Everybody knows that, and I think there like a lot of people say too, there are more places, I think, that are more energetically, you know, down in from the Central America part, you know, down to South America, that are a bit more energetic, but there are not the only ones, right? There's like Egypt. There's a lot of, you know, places in like in Europe, Mexico, I don't know, in Russia, in every single country. There is a place that is really, really energetic, and the UFO contactism is not only limited to just one place in the world, right? There are dozens and thousands of sightings going on in the world, but we just don't know.
Today, Ricardo mentioned a little bit about the Nazca lines. Do you have any idea who made it and why?
I actually I haven't researched that much. I would be lying if I tell you that I know. Like I just know what everybody else knows, that these are huge, gigantic lines that sometimes in the form of like animals or like little how do you say, beings or something, that you can only see them from the sky, and they're huge, like miles long, and they're obviously, you know, some type of like point to of how do you say, like a navigation map or something, I don't know, like from the skies, that they can actually see them, you know, from the sky, and navigate through the lands. I don't know. That is the only thing I know. I don't know that much.
Yeah, probably there's some connection between extraterrestrials and these ancient places. And Ricardo talking about for Ibiza and Interrel.
Yes.
He said that they're us, but us from the future.
Yes. Well, like to elaborate more on that, yes, I believe that too. Like from what I have studied and from what I have researched, with beings like this, like that are extraterrestrial, they are so far more advanced than us that for them, time is not linear, right? For them, they are outside of time. They can see like we only see the present, right? They can see at the same time past, present, and future, right? So it's not that they are beings that fall into the physics, right, of the 3D, three-dimensional space that we live in now. They are just far more advanced than that. And yes, I believe that they might be us, like really much more evolved, like, I don't know, like thousands or probably millions of years like from now, and that they have, returned to help us in any way, I don't know. So like to teach us something, to teach us how to, I don't know, be better spiritually grown beings. I think that too.
What are you doing for a living in Peru?
Well, me and my family actually have a construction company. Yeah, we work in construction. It is hard work, yes, it is.
Your dad is the boss.
My dad is the boss, yes. It's a family company, yes, it is.
You're just a worker.
I'm just one more worker. Yeah, yes, I am. We're taking vacations, actually.
Probably you have some privileges because you're part of the family.
Yes, I do. Yes, and that's why we're here. Just a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Do you talk about this with your friends in Peru? Do you share experiences?
That's actually a good question. Like I don't, because like you and me probably about this. That much. Well, there is more people that will see you. As a guy who's talking nonsense. That people that will actually believe you and like tune in. With your point of view. So I usually don't talk about this, with my friends. Like the ones that I talk about this, it's just like a little few that I know that are kind of like in the same vibration that I am. And just now I just started talking with my family, and that's why my dad is here with me now, because like it's just a couple of weeks ago I decided that I had to share my knowledge that I have been gathering like through all these 4 years with anyone who can or wants to listen to me.
Did your family support you with this? Have you discussed with them that topics?
Like this interview or something, or no?
No. Have you ever discussed with your family about this?
These topics. Just like actually recently, yes. But just like 2 weeks ago or something, right? Like not before, because I somehow I knew they weren't prepared. And because of all the things that are going on now in the world, like the little disclosure things that are happening, right? I thought to myself that I thought that it was time, like, for me to share, the stuff that I know with, at least with the ones that I have, that I love and that I close with, which are my family.
Yeah. So that video will be in YouTube, which means many people are going to watch from Bulgaria, from Europe, all over the world, from Peru.
Probably Peru, yeah.
What you can say about the audience? About UFOs.
Oh, like what can I say about UFOs then? Mm-hmm. Well, like they are phenomena that are is completely real, right? There has been so many sightings, and like contactism. There are protocols, for contact that we can actually everybody can do. Everybody can perform this, as soon as you have like a good heart, right? As long as you have a good heart, as long as you have a good pure intentions of like curiosity and like learning or like achieving wisdom, or I don't know, helping the world grow spiritually and everything, probably will show themselves, right?
What means for you spiritual growing?
To be like to sum up, actually, it's just like in a few words: be a good person, right? Love your family, be ethical, be good with the neighbor, meditate, be kind to animals. Pretty much like what a lot of the prophets have been saying, right? Like it does not actually comes down to only religion. It's actually about being like a good person, like good with your environment, and like it's true, like you must not steal, like lie or whatever, right? You must be a good person, and eventually, if you are a good person, you will keep growing spiritually, and if you do that, you will keep vibrate, a little bit more higher and higher and higher, and eventually your energy will grow. And I think that's the path for you to be more spiritually grown. I think that's the way.
Hey, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Ivan.
Yeah, you're a very good man, and I believe we keep in touch for the future.
We will, definitely. Thank you.